so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes.
Good morning!
Good morning, vlog.
Good morning!
Today I have to go to my fake woods.
And
I'm going to do it.
you have school. Good morning!
I'm going to go too.
Okay, say good morning.
And I'm good morning. And I'm gonna go to with Papa.
You want to give me a kiss?
You haven't. Mom.
Say good morning!
Let me see here.
You're so handsome.
Let me try to do that, please.
I have like makeup under my eyes from last night. I don't know why, because I took my makeup off before bed. But I'm looking like a hot mess. It's hot in here, but I want to wear this. So we're just gonna deal with it. But I don't know why that's red. I am trying to get my life together, trying to get picked back up. I need to sit down and be real and honest for a second, because do you know when you just feel super, super anxious and like that anxiety won't go away? Well, that's me right now. I am struggling with our house right now. As you guys know from one of my previous videos, we talked about what we're doing, whether we're moving or whatever else. We have come to the conclusion that we are most likely not moving. We think we want to add on to this house, and by adding on, we plan to do an upstairs and, excuse me, sorry, a master bedroom off the back of the house, as well as garage. So it's gonna be a lot. It's going to be a lot of work. We plan on hiring somebody to be able to do a lot of the work because Ryan just doesn't have time. But until this happens, we are just stuck in a very small house. This house was built for 2 people when it was built, and it worked for them. But the more kids we have and the bigger our kids get, the harder it is to live here. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the best way to use up the space that we have and use it up like something that will work for our family. And I don't know. This dining room table situation, it's a very, very small area. And you guys have seen it. And like, we squish at this table because there's just not enough room around. So like, it's just, I don't know, it's not working for our family. That's my personality. I just like everything to have its place and to be in its place. And I feel like my mind is not clear unless everything is in its place. That's just the way I've always been. And it's hard when your house is as small as it is and there's just not a place for everything. And like, yeah, okay, we'll get rid of things, but a lot of the stuff like we can't get rid of. Like our coats, for example. We need our coats, but we don't even have like a mud room or a coat closet to put them in. So I don't know. It's not working out, and we have to figure something out because we're struggling, and I don't know what else to do temporarily until our addition gets put on. So this is my everyday makeup routine. If I do throw on some makeup, this is usually what I gear towards. I will explain the products to you when I'm all finished putting them all on, so that way you guys can know what I use daily, what works best for my skin. I've never really had problematic skin or anything like that, so I don't really need like a really heavy foundation every single day. If I'm like going out on a date night or something like that, I'll use a heavier foundation, but 9 times out of 10, I just use some concealer or powder, or I will throw on some of the Tarte BB cream. So that's just what I like to use, but like I said, I don't have any like scarring I need to cover up or anything like that. So on Instagram, I asked you guys if you wanted to see like my everyday makeup products, and 100% of you said yes. So I figured I would share it on here, as well as I will share it on Instagram. So first off, I always put on some concealer, and as you can see, this one is loved because it is literally gone. I'm using it to the last drop, and I just blend that out with a Real Techniques beauty blender. I have 2 Sonia Kashuk brushes. Then I would go in after my concealer. I use this one, and I use the MAC Studio Fix powder, and I put that all over my face. Oh, and before I begin, I always put on this Estee Lauder Day Wear lotion. And then after I put on my powder, I go ahead and do just a little bit of contouring to kind of warm up my face a little bit. This is what this looks like. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. So I use that, and then I put a little blush on. I'm not really picky with my blush. This one's just a Palladio matte blush in Rubber Matte. So there's that. And then I go ahead and start with my eyeshadow. I just use this one color here in my crease if I'm doing just a quick everyday makeup. That is it. And then I use the Maybelline Line Stiletto eyeliner, as well as the Maybelline Falsies. I've used this mascara for years, and I always curl my lashes. And then for eyebrows, I just use this NYX eyebrow cake powder. It's super inexpensive. You can buy it off Amazon. And I use this brush from BH Cosmetics. I have had this for years, like probably 8 years or so, and that's the one I use for my eyebrows. And then this also comes with, it comes with a little brush. I don't like the brush it comes with, so I always throw that out, but it does come with a spoolie to go ahead and like brush out your eyebrows, so that's good. And then to set my makeup, I always use the Urban Decay All Nighter. This is my favorite. I've used this for years. Highly, highly recommend it. So these are the products I use every single day for just a quick, easy makeup. It probably takes me about 10 minutes to do, and I feel so much more put together. If you guys saw me in my last clip to now, this is just, it's just a little bit better. So this day we decided to do story time in the living room. We've kind of been exploring with going throughout the house and doing school. I don't know, I made a specific schoolroom for the kids, and we just kind of, it just feels more natural doing it inside the home instead of just in the classroom. I like doing homeschool on our couch and at our dining room table. It just feels more organic or natural to me, and Weston seems to do a lot better that way as well.
Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold. No matter what I do, I'm coming home to you. And I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why, I'm always feeling homesick.
Alright guys, I am about to make my coffee, second coffee of the day. I kind of like to just make a pot. Not going to make a full pot, probably about 8 cups worth. That way throughout the rest of the day I have a cup if I want it. And I just use the Folgers breakfast blend. It's a mild roast, so it's not like super strong. So that's what I'm doing. I love this thing. If you guys like K-cups, which, whoops, left that in there. If you guys like K-Cups as well as regular pots of coffee, this is the way to go. It was super inexpensive at Walmart. I want to say it was like 79 bucks. So I love it, and I'm sure you guys will like it too if you love coffee. So now we are going to jump in and do all of the house chores that I do daily. First I start with some laundry after we're finished with school, and then I will go into the kitchen and start on dishes. But of course, first we need to make a cup of coffee to just brighten up my mood and give me a little bit more energy for the day. So I went ahead and picked some stuff up, made a cup of coffee in my travel mug, and went ahead and wiped everything down. Now you're probably thinking that I just made a cup of coffee in that Starbucks mug and a bug flew into it. So I had to completely pour that down the drain. So that's when I decided to move to my Yeti and make a cup that way. So that way I didn't have to worry about any flies or anything like that going into my drink. So now I went ahead and I wiped the table down and just all the surfaces in the dining room. That way they were nice and clean before we eat dinner. And then I went ahead and vacuumed the living room and the entire house. It was in desperate need of it. Life with 3 kids, 3 young children at that, and 2 dogs, it can get super messy, super hairy, and just food crumbs everywhere. So I have to vacuum often. I wish I had time to do it every day like I used to, but it's just not realistic. So I usually try to vacuum at least once, maybe twice a week, and that way I can kind of keep up with everything.
I know you tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time.
But this was a day of some good cleaning. I wasn't deep cleaning because I wasn't like wiping baseboards or anything like that. But this is usually something that I like to do once a week, and it's gotten away from me with homeschooling and trying to find that schedule. But I'm starting to finally get on a schedule, and I'm just afraid that do something so that way I have to completely change my schedule again, because isn't that just how it works? It's just like, no, let's throw this into the mix and see how you do there. But honestly, I think us as mothers, we just kind of have to take it with a grain of salt and just do our best. We are all doing incredible, and I just want you guys to know that. You guys are doing the ultimate job, and being a mom or being a dad is so hard. I'm a stay-at-home mom with 3 young children, so just trying to stay on top of everything has been tough.
I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you
Whatever your life may look like, just know that you are doing incredible, and
don't give
you are your own worst critic. So I just figured I should share that message with you.
it'll be alright. I know you tried so hard.
All right, we are sitting down having a snack outside.
We have a picnic.
Oh, and it looks like the bees are gonna start attacking. We can't go anywhere outside because the bees have been so bad. So we'll see how long we last out here. What are you doing?
I'm making my chewy.
Very cool. We're enjoying our view. What a beautiful view.
But this is something.
So we had to relocate about 5 minutes into our picnic because the bees were attacking, so I figured that would happen. Hey, William, what are you doing? Weston and Papa are working and we're just hanging out? He says, sissy, they're yummy. Walk.
Look. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's just when Papa looked.
Yeah. So for dinner, we're going to have some cheese tortellini. I had like maybe a third of this bag left in here, and then I also have some fresh. So I'm just gonna throw in the frozen, let that cook for a few minutes, and then throw in the fresh. And then to go with that, we have some sauce, and then I'm going to cook up some asparagus as well. So that's what's for dinner, and I'm going to start getting it ready and cooking it.
Heading back to what used to be home, passing by those little towns I know so well, stopping for gas and then I'm behind the wheel again. Driving is like a spiritual cleanse, where every mile is a new beginning and every bend holds a new end. Eyes on the road, don't lose control. I'm speeding fast to chase my soul. I'm driving to get away, running through emotions high and low, holding on or letting go. I'm fighting.
So I worked all day cleaning, as you guys could see, and my house is back to being like a mess. I've got a sink full of dishes because we just had dinner. It's a mess, you know. I haven't even put dinner away because Ryan is still working, so he will come home. He had to do some work with his business, so he will be home later than normal. He usually gets home at 2:30 and it's almost 6, so leaving dinner out for him so that way he has dinner when he gets home. I am struggling today, like even though I got a ton clean, I am struggling just like, it started this morning. I was struggling to find patience, and I know that like all of us mamas have those days, but like this little one, he is, oh my goodness, he is my toughest baby yet. Pumpkin, yeah. He is the sweetest little boy, but he gets into everything and is always getting hurt. He like climbs up on my end tables, which none of my kids ever did. He is always falling or just, I don't know. He's my little daredevil. But today has just been a day, basically, just a day. If you know what I mean, in mom terms. It's just, I think I'm gonna have a glass of Moscato when Ryan, oh my gosh. I'm gonna have a glass of Moscato when Ryan gets home, and I'm going to edit and lock myself in the bedroom just so I can have like an hour of peace and quiet, because I physically need that. And mentally for sure. So anyway, that's what's happening right now. I just need to like breathe. Mama needs to breathe. You're such a sweet boy. Hey, can I have a kiss? I think you get stressed out when mommy's stressed out. Can I put you down now? Oh. My point. As you can see, we all need a second to just take a break and breathe. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. We would love for you to join our family, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.
Every single day was a losing battle, and every drink was a dead end.